Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome you all. Today we are over here for our second last video lesson. Yes, second last video lesson of this class. And we are studying the livestock farming from chapter number 7 of your book, that is the Environment of Pakistan. And from those two previous pages we will going to continue them actually. Now look over here. Now as we are studying about livestock farming. Livestock farming is based on two types: subsistence and commercial. And when we already done about a very important concept, that is actually to take these types as system. Do you remember? We studied it as system. Then we studied two different types of livestock farming as system. We found for a system few phases must be there. Like the very first one we have done with was the collection of inputs. Then the second step was actually processes, and the third one was outputs. We have already done the first one, in which we differentiate the inputs of subsistence as well as the commercial farming, like we have done under the following headings, like fooder, shelter, breed, water, veteran doctors, and storage. We discussed that we need all these things to do further process to turn into useful goods, or we need to do all these inputs to make certain processes so we can get our desired product. Today we will going to focus these two areas. On your screen, can you see the picture right now? Okay, you can see few animals, right? What are they doing? Are they feeding themselves? Okay, right. See this one. What is the difference in this picture? Yes, you can see a machine that is actually filling the feeding area, feeding boxes for the animals. Is it like so? Right. Now, if you see this process in this picture, you can see a machine which is filling the feeding area for the cattle. Done. And if you again now see this one third image in this picture, a man is providing fodder to animal, right? Is it? Yes. So when you see these three pictures, the idea that clicks our mind is actually about the feeding. Is it? Yes. This process is known as feeding. This process is common in two, like subsistence as well as commercial farming. Now if you talk about this one, the feeding one, the very first process. This is the very first process. So to provide fodder to animal is known as feeding. In the last picture you see the person by himself providing fodder to animals. So in subsistence farming the feeding is quite manual and with the help of manpower. But what is happening in the second picture that you have already seen? In the second picture you can witness the feeding process is done by machines. So why we need machine over here? Because we have a large area, a vast area. We have more number of animals here as compared to the subsistence one. So we need machine to feed all of them. But in subsistence farming we don't need a machine because we don't have much animals. In fact, we don't have resources or wealth to arrange machines for them even. Then if you see this picture, yes, this is actually the zoo. It is saying that the zoo is the cross-breeded animal of yak and cattle. See this one. This one is yak, and this one is cattle. So the zoo is the cross-breeded animal of the yak and cattle. What is cross-breeded? Anyone is familiar with this? Okay. If we recall something that is actually hybridization, what does it mean? To unite the quality of two different breeds. To unite the quality of two different breeds to enhance the third one. Hybridization. Then if you see this image in which you can find out the animal of two different breed of same species, animal A and animal B. But the animal at C, this animal is the hybrided animal. Hybrided animal which contain the 50% quality of the breed A and 50% quality of the breed B. Why we go for this? If you recall the previous lecture, the inputs in which we have discussed about the breed as well. If we compare the Australian breed with the Desi breed, then we can witness the Australian breed provide us more milk, because the Australian animal, the Australian cattle is the cross-breeded animal. I mean hybridized animal. Then you have seen the picture of the zoo, which is also the cross-breeded animal of yak and cattle. Now, why we go for the hybridization? Because we want to increase the capabilities of production in specific milk, meat, etc. And the process of cross breeding is called animal husbandry, in which we raise animal for the crossbreeding. Now if we look over here, in subsistence farming, do we have much money to afford crossbreed animals? No. Do we have much resources to go for crossbreeding? No. Therefore, in this place over here, we usually depend on the natural reproduction process. They don't go for the crossbreeding or the animal husbandry for the animals to get those animals which can provide us more quantity of the milk, meat and other production. Next, see this picture. In this picture, a baby is taking feed from his mother. This is the baby calf. I mean the litter of the cattle. Is it taking feed from the mammary glands of the his mother? Yes. Now, why do we rear animal? We rear animal because we need milk, meat, and certain other things. What if this animal keep on feeding from his mother milk? Then will we get enough quantity of milk to sell or to feed our family? No, it can affect, right? So we actually provide them or seize these animals to take feed from the mother. How? In traditional or the subsistence farming, we usually put a net mask on the mouth of the baby calf, so that it will not go closer to the mother to feed. Next, we can retain or we can draw boundaries where we can keep calves aside from the mothers. But in this way, we cannot actually give the basic nutrients to the calf, young one. So, because we don't have money to actually provide them meal, because at the very young stage they are not able to eat or chew anything. Therefore, they have to depend on the liquid diet. But if you see this picture, in this picture, a woman or a person is actually feeding a young calf. So how? Why is this possible? Because they have labor, they have resources, they have wealth, and they can additionally provide the early weaning stage. So at the third stage, we are going to discuss about the weaning. What is weaning? Weaning actually is the process in which we provide animals, I mean young calves, to provide young food other than the mother milk, so we can keep the milk with us to sell and to earn more money. In subsistence farming, we cannot afford early weaning. I mean, when we actually providing the this process, we are refraining young ones to take milk or to feed milk from the mother. but we are still providing them additional liquid meal. That is called the early weaning process, which is actually the absent in traditional or subsistence farming. Moreover, we refrain young ones by putting masks on their mouths, but in commercial one we demarcate them, separate them, and then provide them liquid meal so they can survive without their mother, and they can learn how to eat other stuff than the mother milk. Now, at the if you see this picture, because as we know that we rear animals for certain benefits, because we need to rear them to take different type of production. So if you can see, this person is actually milking. This person is milking, I mean collecting milk from this animal, right? If we look over here, how this process is being done by hands, so it is quite manual, right? And if you see this one in this picture, you can see machines are used to collect milk from the cattle. So the first picture is telling, in subsistence farming we go for manual or traditional way of milking. But how we can find this process in commercial farming? We can see in commercial farming we use machines. We use machines which by suctions collect milk in the container, which can further processed like pasteurizing, then the process of packing, and then it comes directly to us, or we can buy it from the market. Now, at the fifth place, see this one. This is actually the process. The person is actually collecting the wool from this sheep, right? How is he performing this function? Is he collecting it manually? Yes, he is using blade or the certain other thing to collect the wool from the sheep. But in this picture, you can see the person is using model machine to actually shearing the wool off from the animal. So, if we see the second picture, in this picture we can see this is a commercial farm where shearing is done by the machines to take wool from sheep. But over here it is all the manual process to get the wool from the animals. Now, I want you to open your worksheet and to look at the question number 1. The question number 1 is actually asking you to complete the following, complete the sentence in which you have to choose from these two words. Like the sentence is feeding fodder to animals at farms is dash, is input or the process. You need to mention the exact and the right answer in front of it. Then in question number 2, it is telling you weaning is a cessation of mother's milk to the calves in farms. It's true, we stop them to feed on their mother's milk. So why we do this? You need to mention the reason, as the reasons can be because we want to save the mother milk, so we can sell, and secondly we want those young calves to actually learn how to live on other food other than their mother milk. In the question number 3, it is actually about the crossbreeding. Then you need to answer this question: why is it trending in animal husbandry? Why we go for crossbreeded animal? Why we choose different breeds to find out the new one? So you need to write down or justify your answer in your own words, but please add detail as I have already shared. Okay. So if you do these 3 questions, then come back to the topic again. Now we are going to discuss about other stuff. Do you know what how we can get red meat? Yes, this red meat. Can we get it after slaughtering animals? What is slaughtering? Slaughtering means to seize animals, to annihilate animals, so we can get the meat from them, right? So if you talk about the slaughtering process in subsistence and commercial farming, both the slaughtering process is also different over here as well. How? See this picture. You can see a man is using machines in more organized way, and more quantity of animal meat is existed over there. So for the commercial farming we use machines for the whole process of slaughtering, but in subsistence farming we usually based on traditional way of slaughtering animals. We have done with milking, we have done with slaughtering. What we can do after that? Do you remember? Processing, or you can say preserving. Preserving is actually the way to keep that thing with us for the longer time. Now, see this picture. This is again a recall of the pasteurizing. Yes, it is the pasteurization of milk. Why we do this? Because we want to save, we want to preserve milk for the longer time, so we can use later on. Okay, can you see the big cold storage room? Right. What is the purpose of this cold storage room? This cold storage room is containing a number of animals, because this cold storage room can keep these animals over here safe and preserve for us for the longer period of time, as it will turn them into frozen meat, which stop the growth of pathogenic bacteria on them, which cause the decomposition. So in commercial farming, we do have like the process of pasteurization. We do have the process of freezing. In fact, curing. Curing is a process to add salt. When we add salt in any meat or red meat, after some time you will find it will helps to eliminate the water, remove water from that meat content, and after some time when we see the growth of the pathogenic bacteria will be ended. How? Because these bacteria need water and oxygen. So what we have done, first of all, we have removed water after curing them. I mean adding salt, and after curing them we can save them or in airtight bags or containers, so to prevent that meat from to be in direct contact with oxygen, so the pathogenic bacteria will not be grow there to protect this meat from the decomposition. So this process is called the preserving. But in subsistence farming, we don't have preserving areas or facilities, right? Okay, can you see this picture? This picture is of packed meat. This one is of the packed milk. This process is called packing. As the commercial farms are really big with the large areas and a number of other facilities, so they have packing areas as well, in which they pack the material to after following the process of preserving, and they pack them as well to transport that material in the market so we can sell them to earn more money. But if we talk about the subsistence farming, we don't have even the packing facility. So preserving and packing cannot be done in subsistence farming, but these two things are the part of only the commercial farming. And packing is to pack collected product, that can be meat or milk, to sell it in the market, to transport it in the market to sell. And let me give you a little recall. Slaughter means to turn animals into meat. Now, we have done with the process things. What are the main processes of these two types of farms? Now we will going to discuss about the outputs. Outputs are the products that we can take. So, the very first output can be, you can also let me know as you have done with, yes, milk. Second one can be wool. Number third, cross-breeded animals. Number 4, meat. Number 5, skins or hides of the animals. And number 6, eggs. Because we usually keep the poultry animals like the hens around these farms, as they can eat the leftover of the animals and can produce eggs, can give us eggs. So that those eggs can be taken as the outputs. But these are the products, the main products. But we have already done with the byproducts as well, if you recall. So byproducts can be, number one, manure, number second, cow dung, and from manure we can also generate biogas, and dung is biomass.
Now at the end you need to mention the process in question number 4, processes of subsistence and commercial farming. What is the difference in these processes? And at the end you need to mention the 3 outputs of livestock farming. The last question on the 3 outputs, 3 products of livestock farming. Best of luck, students. Hafiz.